it's game time.
Ooh.
Let's do a quick reset on What's Up AIC with a little funny game that I
Okay.
have for you
Let's
too. I hope you guys are excited about it,
Okay.
Roxanne and Lakshita, both of you.
Let's try. Okay.
So the only rule is whoever hits the bell 1st, you see
Mhm.
the 2 bells on the table.
Yep.
Whoever hits the bell first gets to answer first, all right?
Okay.
But the other one also will get a chance to answer if you want to answer.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
3, 2, 1, let me begin. This game is called Who's More Likely To? So,
Okay.
hands ready. Who's more likely to be late?
Oh,
That's me.
That means Roxanne is on time all the time.
That's me. Yeah, that's me.
Really?
For
Okay.
sure.
because the last 3 days I worked with you, you have never been late.
No. I am being late.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah, there is a thing about late syndrome. You see, the best arrives at the
It's
last.
not me. It's Auckland traffic. Actually, I will be there on time from home.
I thought so too, because I'm a night person. I can't wake up early. But yeah,
All right. Who's more likely to say, we will figure it out?
Lakshita. I've experienced that with her a lot of times over the last 3 days.
Oh, thank you for
Looks like
that.
there have been moments where you could not figure it out, and then Lakshita has to
Yeah.
really say, we'll figure it out. It's okay. Yeah, I've been
That's why
there.
I'm seeing her. Like she's okay. But
All right.
she-
Yeah.
Who's more likely to make everyone laugh?
That's me.
Yes, agree.
That's me.
That's good. Yeah, I can tell you make me laugh as well. So next segment of this game is called Finish the Sentence. All right? And
Okay.
I will give out the sentence. Once I read the sentence, whoever rings the bell first gets to complete the sentence first. Okay?
Okay.
So let me start. Being a student rep means...
I can answer that.
Okay.
She just started.
Quickly, guys,
Yeah.
wake up!
Oh, okay, yeah. So as mentioned, it's a bridge between a student and staff to manage both at the same time.
How about you, Roxanne?
It's giving full support to all of the students.
AIC students are...
International student with diverse culture, from different countries, and staying together, like being a family here.
Anything for you?
AIC students are intelligent.
Amazing.
They're
That's
happy to be
it.
with. Yeah.
Like us?
Yes.
Like us?
Yeah, perfect. And hardworking.
And
Yes.
hardworking. Yeah.
And campus life feels like...
It feels like comfort for me. It's like home. I could go on and tell you why, but that's how I
Likewise.
describe it.
Okay. And for you,
That's
Lakshi?
true. Like feels like home where we meet friends, we create memories, and these memories we can take with us when we're leaving the campus.
Mhm.
Like sewing.
That's
Yeah.
beautiful. Don't make me cry. I don't have t-shirts
I'm
today.
starting to get emotional now. Okay, yeah.
Okay, the last one. Describe the role in 3 words. The role of student representative.
You're gonna describe that.
First.
Yeah.
Okay, should I ring the bell thing?
Okay, 3 words.
Leadership, punctual, responsible.
Good. Leadership, punctual, responsible.
I can
And
say
for
that.
you, Roxanne?
It should be the same. Leadership, and you should be passionate about it and fully dedicated.
Amazing. You see, the one leaving and the one emerging, they were both equally, dedicated towards this role and passionate about this role. And I'm so excited about this journey to begin. All right, that was it for the game segment. Thank you so much, guys. You did well. I don't have presents for you today, but maybe later.
Sure.
Okay, sure.
You said coffee, right?
Yeah, coffee.
We'll have
I'll remember that.
Okay, we can get matcha. Kia ora, and welcome to What's Up AIC, your campus, your stories. And today's special episode is a little extra special because this captures a special moment on campus. This is a moment of transition. And I will allow the special guests for today's episode to kindly introduce themselves. So let me start from my left.
So hi, my name is Roxanne. I studied since, this is my 3rd block, and I'm studying Master of Applied Management. That's it.
Hi, I'm Lakshita Fulara, and I'm also studying Bachelor's of Applied Management here from Otago Polytechnic. And this month is my last month here at AIC as a student representative.
Thank you so much, Lakshita and Roxanne. So these are the two student reps on campus right now. Lakshita, however, you might be aware of, and you might have known her for a long, long time. And Roxanne is our brand new student rep on campus. And we would like to officially welcome Roxanne as a student representative for AIC. Welcome, Roxanne.
Thank you.
And congratulations once again.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here, but sad at the same time.
Likewise. But I have to start this. I'm really curious. What was your first impression about each one another when you first met, and has that like changed over time? How did you feel about one another?
So when Roxanne joined for her orientation, when she arrived on campus, I was not a part of the orientation because I was back in India during my vacations. But then she signed up for the ambassadors group, and I first met her during another orientation because she was volunteering for the same. So yeah, I found she is a good mentor for the students because I heard good feedback from the students, and like my views are now changed about her in a positive way.
Yeah.
Because now I'm seeing her. She's working under me. So I'm training her, so I can see. Yeah, she's all good.
So the more you get to know her, the more better you feel about her now. That means you felt not good enough earlier. Is it like that?
No, it's not like that. But I saw her.
I'm
She's
kidding.
confident enough that she can handle those situations like student mentoring. And now it has changed in a positive way.
Amazing. It shines through. How about you, Roxanne?
Thank you
How
for
did
that
you feel about
endorsement.
Lakshita?
I couldn't really remember the first time I saw you, quite honestly. But I know you're a student, our student rep, and I had the chance to really got the chance to speak with you when we had one activity.
Yeah.
I didn't know she was a student rep. Really, I thought all the while you were like a full-time employee here.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Yeah.
But you are really dedicated about your work. You've been really focused about all of the activities. And even up until now, as I mentioned, we didn't really get the chance to talk about our personal life.
Yeah,
So
yes.
we were mainly talking about work and stuff. So maybe after this one, we get to talk about something more.
We can
about
get coffee
ourselves,
together
right?
later. All right?
Yeah.
Because really, it's all about work. And, you know, even when we got coffee, if you recall that,
Yeah.
we were just mainly talking about work and that's it.
But it's
So,
good. You know, sometimes you are put together in the same space, regardless of the titles and relationships. But you're in the same space and you still enjoy working with one another. You're still compatible with one another, because that's what is actually needed for, you know, lifting one another up in situations. So what is that one word that you would like to describe one another? Like just one word. If you have to describe Lakshita, Roxanne.
she's dedicated. That's one word I'd like to describe her.
How about you, Lakshita?
Confident.
Yeah?
Amazing.
I didn't expect that from you. Okay, but yeah, thank you.
All right, let's come back to Lakshita.
Yes.
Lakshita, it's been a long, long time. You have a huge legacy to leave behind. 2 years at AIC as a student rep. How has your journey been so far?
Yeah, it is quite long, I can say that. Because I think I am the only student rep who has served the longest here at AIC.
I know,
like, for the
right?
last 2 years. Yeah.
And we are so used to having you around all the time, and I'm gonna miss you so badly. And I can't think of other staffs and students as well. I mean, what has this role meant for you so far, like personally in your life?
I think it's kind of a bridge in between a student and staff, because on the other hand, I'm providing administration support to the staff members, and here I'm friends with all of the students. I'm acting as a student voice, so their voice is here at AIC and get passed to the board members. So it's all about having a good communication skills with the students as well, and a leadership that the voice is here at AIC.
Of course, this role carries a huge responsibility in
yes.
itself, and
Yeah.
you know, all the micro tasks, micro details. It's a huge task in itself, and it's not visible sometimes.
Yeah, that's true, because there's some students, they don't feel like, they don't see the behind the scenes hard work of a student rep here. It seems like, oh, it's just a job, nothing else. You're just
Right.
doing
But
the
today might be
events.
your chance to bring
Yes.
forward the weight of this role on campus.
Yes,
You see, like to let everybody know how dedicated you should be once you're at this task, and how responsible one is required. And no wonder you guys are the perfect fits for this position, and one after another. You've been a part of so many events on campus, right? So do you recall, like looking back, what was your first event experience on campus? What was it and how did it go for you? Because one of the major duties is to manage events on campus as a student representative.
Yeah. I think my first event was Pink Shirt Day in 2024. I was into volunteering things. I know how to decorate. I know how to manage the event. But you know, 80% I was confident enough, but 20% they was like, oh, I have to do all alone. I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do that. But when I did my first event, less decorations, 2 games, And then when I did the same event in 2025, good decoration on the wall, 3 games, or I think it were 4 games, good volunteer, good food, and good appreciation from the staff members. I can see
It only got
difference.
better with time as you
Yes.
progress forward,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
And is it also the one that really stayed back with you all this time? Like, was that the event that stayed back with you, the Pink Shirt Day on campus, which is happening soon, by the way?
Yes.
And it's this block, so make sure to join in that event. And you can also tell a little bit about Pink Shirt Day. Like, what is it about?
So I think Pink Shirt Day is all about, like, one of the student in some other country was wearing a pink shirt
Mm-hmm.
in his college, and some of the students bullied him because he was wearing a girl's color.
A guy.
Yeah.
Right.
So, and then it's like anti-bullying, that's saying no, stop bullying.
Oh, that's cool.
So it's the pink. I know pink is basically for cancer and all, but we are supporting pink here as well to stop against bullying.
That's amazing. Make sure you wear pink and attend the Pink Shirt Day event on campus happening soon this block. And you've not had a chance to attend the Pink Shirt Day,
No,
right,
I'm
Roxanne?
not. But I
Yeah.
heard about it.
'Cause
I
you're
had the
quite
same
new.
question as well.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when I arrived last year, I attended one Pink Shirt Day, so I think I have a bit of idea about the event. But I'm excited more this year.
Yeah, we
this
even
block.
did a small dance group. on
Yeah,
that Pink
I
Shirt Day.
remember.
Yes,
Yeah, all
yes,
the
yes,
staffs
yes.
and students were
Yeah.
dancing together. That was
Those are how
amazing. Oh my
improvement
god.
It has been done in 2024 and 2025. So.
I still check the video on Instagram sometimes because that's really fun to
Yes.
look at.
And who choreographed that?
Oh no, it was done by one of the lecturers.
Oh, perfect. Nice.
And you must have had a lot of experiences handling events, handling students, because that's all your role is about, right? So, do you remember any like funny moment that has happened with you while dealing with a student, and some chaotic moments?
Yeah,
Can you
so-
spill that on WhatsUpAIC today?
Yes, we were organizing Indian Independence Day last
Yeah.
year in 2025 in August. So one day before the event, we were practicing about a short play, and then we, like, 4 of our friends was doing this play, and I was just managing those. So it was a kind of fun. They were just funning around, and then there was a line which say, "My best friend was shot dead," and he said, "I was shot dead."
Oh,
Yeah. So it happened like 4 to 5 times. I was like, oh, okay, we don't have to say the same thing in the event because how you're still alive. And then he said the same thing in the event as well. So that's the funny moment happened.
right. And I can go on with this one. You must have had so many funny moments, and because sometimes we have no idea what's going
Yes,
on,
yes.
where to go, who to look for. A student might be arriving on level 1, not knowing which classroom to go to, for example, right? Even though we really tell them and instruct them so well on orientation days, but sometimes we forget. That's just human nature. So Lakshita, we've been talking about all the events that you've been a part of on campus, and everything that you've been doing so far. Is there any specific event like that's really gonna stay with you even when you leave the space? Because events makes a huge part of your role, right? Is there an event?
Yeah, basically, of course, it will be Diwali and Independence Day. But other than that, which is really with me, is the Christmas celebration, which we did last year. So I prepared a huge wall, as you can remember, like a huge
Yeah,
wall.
that was
Merry
beautiful.
Christmas! A snowman preparing the tree on the, like, putting the star on the tree. It took me like 2 to 3 hours to prepare that wall, just
Right.
for that wall. So it's really hard working for me on that wall. So it's really with me. And also during the food one, so we took like few items, and then we created a huge, beautiful platter for the very first
It
time.
was
I did
pretty.
with the
I
volunteers.
remember.
Yeah, I did with the help of volunteers. So that beautiful platter, like, for the very first time, and the wall. And we did so many games, and we had a good Santa Claus dancing.
Yeah,
and all.
absolutely, yes.
So it's really nice. So it will definitely stay with me.
I really love the Christmas as well. That was one of my favorite events, and we've captured such a beautiful
That's the
video
thing,
for the
yes.
event, and all
Yeah.
thanks to Rain, the magician, who did all the magic behind the
I
cameras for
really
the
love the
Christmas
video,
event.
how you recorded every student, and how are they feeling about the Christmas and upcoming New Year.
Yeah, that's just what we
It
do
was
on
very
WhatsApp
good.
AIC, collect memories and build them together into a beautiful picture to look back forever in our
I
lives.
really love the video.
But thank you so much for all of that, Lakshi.
Thank you.
you've spoken about your journey here and how you've started young and how your life has come full circle, starting really young, working at the starting work at the age of 20 or something like
19.
that. 19, and that's quite young to start for a lot of people. And then look how far you've come, and I'm so proud of you and the independent woman that you're turning into. It's really empowering and it's really nice. So can you please briefly describe this full circle moment in your life and how you were led into this role on campus?
Yeah, so I was into so many events on like on school days, in volunteers, like a teacher's pet, can I say that? So more into like I can do those stuff. So here I came in 2023 as an international student and joined first as a student, of course, and then I was just roaming and saw a poster which says sign up for the ambassadors. It says we'll help in volunteering activities, and I joined that group. I did volunteers. My first volunteer thing was the graduation ceremony, which I did as a volunteer but not as a rep. And then it moved afterwards. It came in April, and then I saw that there was a position available as a student rep. I applied for it, and then I got the job. So that's the whole process. I'm still here. So my contract was still 1 year, and then it got extended, maybe because I was doing something great, I can say.
Of course, you must be doing something right.
So my managers extended my work till 2 years.
But do you also want to share a little bit about the the backside of the story, like who pushed you to go there, and then like encourage the support system behind this courage to go for this role?
There was one student who was a friend of mine. He was doing masters. He really pushed me. Like he told me, "Oh, you can do that. You should apply for that." I was like, "Okay, I can do that." And then one day before, I think in like an evening before, I just gave my CV to the managers. And then
sometimes you need your people around you to like really push you to be somewhere, even if you don't believe in yourself. Your support system kind of believes in yourself. And look how far you've come. It's a beautiful journey and a really full circle moment in life, like you starting from school and having all the, I don't know, you might have had laid backs, and now you are one of the best so far in this same work.
But there was an incident happened in school. So you know how students have a huge community of leadership squad for head girls, prefects and all. So I was selected as a committee member, but we were just practicing for the day, and then one of the teacher just said, came to me and said, "Okay, there only will be one girl and one boy from each class." And then I got removed immediately from that committee. I was crying crying. I was like, how is it possible? Like you are taking an opportunity like from a student who are totally willing to do that since they were kids. So that was not a good thing for me. And then I just totally vanished this from my mind. And here I came, and now I got this job, and that was nothing compared to this job. So
that's how
nothing to me now.
That's how AIC is a safe space where a million dreams come true. They really come to life. This is really a part of our stories that we will never be able to forget, I guess. And AIC basically is a launch pad for a lot of students like us, like you. And I cannot wait to see how this journey ahead of this role unfolds for you, Lakshita. I'm really happy and I'm so excited for this journey, and I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
And thank you for all you do, and no wonder how this totally reflects how much this space means for you personally. And I can completely relate to this feeling. Thank you so much. We need to take some moment and not cry for a while, I guess. But thank you so much for sharing your journey. And while we're at it, one journey is coming to an end, and she has left big shoes to fill in, right? And now we have another student rep who is equally deserving and equally diversified in terms of experiences and her strengths and qualities. And I would like to take a little moment to talk to Roxanne. Roxanne.
Sure. Hi.
I'm so excited. Hi again. I'm so sorry. You have to say hi
I'm
again.
excited. You mentioned about having a big shoes to fill in. I'm only size 6, so you know.
All right. Size 6 is still something. Don't worry.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure, like the student success team had to go through a lot to, pick you among all the deserving candidates, because I kind of knew the candidates as well.
Oh yeah.
They were all equally good and competitive on their own, and they were equally deserving. But I'm pretty sure, so sorry, student success, senior student success team, that you had to go through this thing and this phase to have to pick just one rep.
Yes.
And no wonder they went for you, and you stood out among each and every applicant for sure. And what you bring for AIC is already so strong. Your human qualities and all of that. Can you, you know, talk a little bit about your background from your home?
Before the background, I just wanted to give a comment. So I don't have access to that information. So I actually don't have any idea as to how many people who applied. But if there's a way for them to approach me and tell me exactly that they applied, we could perhaps, you know, discuss and talk about how they can also make a difference here.
Of course.
Because I have the role, but it doesn't mean it's the end of them, right?
That's
so
a beautiful
I wanted to work
thing
with them as well.
How has your first few days at this role been so far?
First few days, so I started, you know, when we had the registration last week, and then we did 2 orientations. So what I like about it is the fact that there's just a lot of students coming in, and have been observing Lakshita do the job, and it's been pretty much overwhelming in a positive way. Like really happy to see a lot of students. At the same time, I knew the bulk of the job, and I know it's not really that easy for you to be a student representative, most especially if you're the only one. So yeah.
Of course. Oh my God. But then you've been learning so much in this shortest span of time. But I'm so excited to have you and to see how this role unfolds for you as well. Like, this comes with so much responsibility, and the most important fact is that you're ready and you're capable, and you're the most deserving of them all.
Thank you.
And I'm so excited. And what are you enjoying the most right now when it comes to this role, being a part of AIC and as a student rep? Because the new block is just starting and there's so much for you to find out.
You know what I liked about it is the fact that you have the chance. I mentioned this to Lakshita this morning. You have the chance to be in the forefront, you know, being able to observe and see people come in, right? People going to you, asking questions, and you get to help them. I never had that experience back in my previous company, because, you know, you are asked to stay in one big office and that's it, no people. But this time around, it's a bit different, because you have to be in the forefront, you have to be with people, and I think that's the most exciting thing about the role.
Totally
I mean, I miss
through.
that. I miss that.
Right? And you arriving here every day and doing your tasks so genuinely, so diligently, and all of that, and trying to learn as much as you can in this short span of time, and being very dedicated towards your role. That totally shines, and I'm pretty sure it's going to turn out really well for you as well. What are you looking forward to learning in the near future? Like, do you think there's something that you still need to learn coming from all this?
There should be. Yeah, I mean, I wanted to understand the different cultures that we have here, because I know that there are also students coming from different countries, right? And they may have some preferences or whatnot. So I wanted to understand that. I also would like to believe that we have different leaders here inside the, within the student ambassadors community. And I wanted to learn more about these people and how they think they can contribute and help me as well.
Of course, absolutely. And no wonder you come from the background working as an HR professional, dealing with humans. So humans are your things, like you know how to humanize people, human people. So and I'm pretty sure you're going to be really good at it once you get a hang of it. And I could already tell during the orientation and the speech that you made, the presentation and all of that, that was really superb, and I'm excited for you. If a student is watching today, this episode, and wondering how to approach you and how to get close to you and talk to you about stuff they wanted to discuss as a student voice on campus, you are, one of the requirements of your role is to be approachable, right? So how do you want to convince that student that you're okay?
I understand that every student has a different way of approaching you.
Right.
Some may be shy, some may be really straightforward, and they can just say hi, right? So every person is different. I understand that. They are very much welcome to do however it is that feels comfortable for them. Like, I want them to connect with me on LinkedIn. They can message. I think I messaged you on LinkedIn a few months back. If they're comfortable about WhatsApp, they can also message me there, or like approach me in school. I mean, it doesn't really matter. The thing is, I'm very much willing and open to speak with them anytime.
Just feel free to reach out and just build this connection and trust and relationship with this new rep. She's
Some
amazing.
also message me in Facebook.
Right.
They're in Facebook, so why not?
Because I've been interacting with you for some time, and you're quite good, you're quite friendly, and all of this. So I can see this good vibe and energy around you. So it's gonna be wonderful for you as well. So what kind of space do you want the students to feel like on campus? Are you looking forward to creating any, like transitions or any stuff that would make you stand out?
Yeah, okay. I want them to feel comfortable with me. And like I said, I am the student rep. There are student ambassadors, and there are a lot of other students out there who might not be a part of the student ambassadors yet. But I always believe that there are a lot of other students out there who can be a really good fit as a student ambassadors. And I really want to encourage them to join us. That's one thing. I also would like to believe that if you're a leader, the good thing about being a leader is that you're able to build other leaders as well. And if there's one thing that I would really make a difference on, that's being able to build other leaders within the student ambassadors community.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's an amazing initiative. I mean, like bringing everybody together towards the same goal. That's amazing. And
because I
I'm
can't
really
just
excited.
do it alone, right? You mentioned when you arrived here, you were doing like the deckers and all, and that's your strength. That's my weakness, So I have to tap other people who can actually do the task for us, and that's just one out of the, all other tasks that we can actually tap them to.
But that's already so much promising from you, like promising enough for us as students to look up to, look up to you as a student rep, that something's going good. It's only going this direction for the better. So it's really promising enough, and I'm so excited for this journey and how you will, be diving into this role so far. So good luck for you, Roxanne, and congratulations again on making it to the role as a student representative on campus.
Thank you, and I'm so excited as well.
I'm excited to work together. So what's one thing you wish you knew when you started, Lakshita?
Me.
That would be like a good, idea to hold on to for Roxanne, as like handing over the torch to somebody else now.
Okay. So I should recommend that it's okay if you don't know the answer of any problem. It's fine.
Yeah.
You don't need to have the answer for all problem. If you don't have one, there are some other people to guide you around. So you can have those student guide to that particular department. So you're fine if you don't know the answers for everything.
For Roxanne, I'm pretty sure that's going to help her go a long way in her journey as a student representative on campus. And I completely understand that it's quite a new position that she's stepping into on campus, because where she comes from is quite corporate environment and all of that, right? She comes from a huge background back home as well. And what she brings to Auckland, what she brings to New Zealand is already so solid. So is there anything that you would like to leave Lakshita with when she leaves campus? Because she's been so into this environment, so used to being babied around on campus. She's stepping into this corporate world. So any specific advice for Lakshita?
No, I just want to remind Lakshita that you are basically good and you're great. And I know and I believe that you can do a lot of great things out there. If there's one thing I want to remind you, is just to continue on learning new things, upskilling, right? Because you'll never know what you'll end up to maybe after a few years, right? I never thought I'll be part of the student rep role. I thought all the while I will just be doing human resource recruitment, all those stuff. But here you go, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I wanted to remind you. And I'm very excited for your journey, and I hope to see you again soon. I know that I'll still contact you anytime, right? You'll be here.
If I know this huge handover I'm giving to it, to her, but just in case you stopped in between, I'm just one call away.
For sure.
Exactly.
I know that. Thank you.
And there's so much of learning for each and every individual here on campus, because we come from so many different aspects of life and so many different corners of life. And some stuff that she hasn't learned, she's going to learn now. Some stuff that is yet to learn for you, you're going to learn now. And there are so many stuff that I need to learn and that I'm learning right now that I might not have learned in the past. So it's just a journey, and you don't know whom you're going to encounter at which part and stage of your life.
Thank you.
And the people around this community on campus, they're amazing. Oh my God, I can vouch for this, like personally. You can just run into anybody if you need help. Just open your mouth and ask questions. There's help available. So don't be afraid to ask questions. That's the only thing that we should keep in mind while moving forward with any role, anything new that we are trying to do on campus.
That's what I will definitely miss around, because where I'm working on level 1, the people around are from different countries. Like from
the diversity here.
Filipino, Korean, Chinese. They all are together if they go on for vacation, they get us some.
Oh yeah.
That's the beauty of it, right?
And they are like super friendly, like all the staff members. If I have any questions, I just approach them. Like, okay, I can do it. I can help you out. It's okay.
Yeah, and most importantly, they've started becoming our family. Like we come here every day, we work together, and this bond starts building up together. So it's going to be well.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for doing all of this on WhatsUpAIC today, and I'm really excited for the both of you. I cannot wait to see how far your life and journey leads for you, Lakshita. I'm really excited for you, and I'm so proud of you for the woman that you've become in these few years here at AIC. No matter how sad I am, I'm equally excited for you. And for you, Roxanne, I'm super duper excited and thrilled. I can't.
We're still
wait to
gonna be
see.
working together.
Yeah. I cannot wait to work together with you, and good luck for you as well. And so with that, I think that's it for this episode. Bringing forward the new student representative Roxanne from the Philippines and Lakshita from India.